Alrighty. Hello, Capricorns. I know I don't usually upload my content this way, but here I am. I actually was doing my live readings, my live personal readings or whatnot, but I've been noticing that people are not receiving my notifications. They're not getting pushed out to you all. So here I am going to be doing a random message for you all, for the people that do come across this reading. If by the end of the reading someone would like a personal reading, I am here to do so. If you all would just like to support the channel, I do appreciate it, and I would say thank you in advance. And make sure you hit the like button for me to help get the video out to other individuals. All right. Truly not surprised when, okay, let me just stay focused on the positive. Okay, Capricorn, here we go. Overall energy for the sign of Capricorn, please and thank you. Something about knowing your rights. Overall energy for the sign of Capricorn. All right, we have the Knight of Wands energy, taking some type of risk, doing something out of nowhere. Maybe you met someone out of nowhere. We have the Three of Coins energy, which is working. At the bottom of the deck, what is the Knight of Wands as the overall energy for Capricorn? We have the Hermit card, going within, prayer and meditation, thinking about some things, or you've been thinking about taking a risk. You're thinking about doing something new. You're ready for something new. You're ready for some type of excitement in life. We have the Judgment card and the Two of Cups energy at the bottom of the deck, making a decision about maybe a connection that you have, or being afraid to be in a connection, and maybe you're thinking about going into this connection. What is this Hermit card, please and thank you? So we have the Page of Coins and the Eight of Swords. I would just say I'm going to speak out of turn here. Look, you all, show support if you can. I really appreciate it. There are definitely entities, energies, individuals that of course wouldn't like to see me succeed, because clearly you all are not getting my notifications and other things like that. So help get the video out there, help show support for your girl. So of course, for some reason, it seems like I cannot express if I actually need some type of help or appreciation. If I say it, people just run, or they be like, "Shut up! You don't need to say anything about you need whatever." Anyway, it's already hard for me to say it anyway. So we have the Page of Coins energy, and we have the Eight of Swords energy. That's the younger you, the younger version of you, maybe your inner child, in the Eight of Swords. So once again, you want to do something that has always resonated with your spirit, something that always brought you excitement and enjoyment. Like me doing this, me delivering messages, me channeling source. I actually enjoy this. Yes, it may be a situation where I may have been in my head, if it's worth it, things like that, but you continue to push forward. If it's something that you enjoy doing, right, it brings some type of spark to your spirit. Ten of Wands energy at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, and it's funny how it has the Knight of Swords as well. So you may have communicated that you have some type of challenging times when it came down to this gift that you have or whatnot, or something that you want to do. However, I don't think this is the time for you to give up. Okay. So what's the most important messages for the sign of Capricorn? There you go. Capricorn, please and thank you. So the Devil card came out. Of course, it represents you, and then we have the Ace of Swords. However, the way I see things when it comes down to these messages, I'm not going to just be like, oh, you the devil, and you low vibrational, and this is that and the other, because that's what the devil signifies. So yes, it represents the Capricorn sign in the deck. However, it's a low vibrational energy. I believe that you may have you've become privy to some type of low vibrational energy within you or around you. Two of Coins energy. I believe that you're learning to control that aspect of yourself. Okay. Learning that you can't control it within someone else, but you learn to control it within yourself, so you don't easily bump heads with individuals that turn you up or trigger you. Okay. So more messages for the sign. Most important messages for Capricorn. That might be the last card we got. Yes, the Strength card. Leo energy. The strength to recognize the truth, know the truth about yourself. The strength to control, tame that beast within. That's funny that I was just talking about that. Controlling yourself, but not someone else, right? The Page of Cups at the bottom of the deck with the Queen of Coins and the Ten of Coins. So changing something for the benefits of like your lifetime, for your future and things like that. What's this Devil card? Clarify the Devil card for Capricorn, the Lovers card. Toxic situations. I believe that you realize you were in a toxic relationship, or you were coming across toxic individuals that you decided to, deal with intimately. To be honest, that's what I'm seeing here. Maybe a relationship or situation that you gotten in and you can't get yourself out. Three of Cups at the bottom of the deck and the Ten of Swords, like to the point that you don't even want to be involved with this person. You don't want to reconcile with this person, but yet you have to deal with this type of energy. So it could be as simple as like having a baby with someone. Yep. Always getting into arguments, stupid like that. Brings you anxiety just have to come around that person. Meet up with that individual. What's the Ace of Swords? We have the Four of Cups. Do me a favor if you haven't already. Hit that like button for me. Help me get the video out to others. So we have the Four of Cups energy clarifying the Ace of Swords. Hoping and wanting the truth. Okay, someone been wanting the truth for a while, but I feel like the truth been all up in your face for a minute. So we have the Chariot card at the bottom of the deck and the Ace of Cups, learning how to move forward with self-respect and dignity. Somebody trying to stop that energy, trying to break you. Inside of you or outside of your energy, trying to break you. Mess with your decision making. What's the Strength card? Star card, renew hope and faith, everything is going to be okay. So learning how to control that energy within you, outside, learning how to control that energy within you, not outside of you, right? Actually brings in some type of ease into your life. You learn how to have faith in source. So whatever it is that you believe in, even when going through these struggles, having to face these struggles, having to face these type of demons or low vibrational energies, you learn how to have faith in source, right? Something else y'all needs to get a little bit deeper. What's the Lovers? Clarify the Lovers, please, and thank you. On top of that double card, the Knight of Coins, slow motion, but for show motion, knowing when you need to take your time, get to know an individual, things like that, when to pull it back. Maybe this is like you having to reveal some type of truth before you get deeper. This is your understanding from that relationship, that connection. Yes. Jumping in willy-nilly is freaking crazy. But it felt good in the moment, right? So we have the Two of Wands energy and that Five of Swords. Also, this is figuring out a different way how to figuring out another way to argue, figuring out another way to argue, more in a healthier way. Because I definitely see the low vibrational arguing, hit it below the belt and things like that. So what's the Star card? The Four of Wands. Right. So you've been through hell and hot water when it came down to your relationships, okay? I see it. Hell and hot water. Something happens though. You learn how to have self-respect, learn how to have the dignity within yourself. You have character. You are being mindful of your intentions and things like that. That brings in the better situations for you. Something that's more healthier, something more solid to stand on with that Four of Wands and that Star card and the Strength card energy. Someone probably have Leo Aquarius energy in their chart. Gemini or what's that, Capricorn there as well. But working on something here brings in transformation, and it also clears out some type of deception that someone been holding on to. When you start to work on yourself, I need more on this right here. What's that Four of Cups energy with this Ace of Swords, please and thank you. Something about the past, family, children. Ace of Wands energy here. Okay, you know what I get with this? Like a teach me how to love energy. Like something didn't work out there. I was hoping for this, but it may have turned out into one thing, into another. So the energy is split right here with this Four of Cups and the Six of Cups energy. However, that Ten of Cups is at the bottom of the deck with the Justice card. So Ten of Cups, once again, is still possible. What is the advice for Capricorn? What would be the advice for the sign of Capricorn? Hold on, I want to see if someone hit this like button because I see y'all watching. But did you hit the like button? Would I be surprised if they didn't? No. I just want to know though. So we have the Knight of Cups energy and the Four of Swords. Someone speaking some type of healing words. Thank you for whoever hit the like button. I appreciate you. So someone speaking some type of healing words. I said that. Did I go into the advice already? I think I did. So expressing your emotions here can actually bring some type of healing. Loving words. I want to get a little bit more clear. Speaking, so being compassionate towards yourself as you go through this whole process. Don't be so freaking hard on yourself. Ish happens. Don't be so hard on yourself. What is this? Can I get a little bit more on that Knight of Cups and the Four of Swords energy? The Eight of Cups walking away because you're walking away from something. You're walking away from the way things used to be. But don't be so hard on yourself. Excuse my language, you're gonna have to walk. I feel like you will have to remove yourself from this situation. Love is in the devil's card because you would just create a more toxic relationships and situations with a whole bunch of arguments and anxieties and stupid stuff that you just really didn't want to deal with. I mean, you got to deal with it at this point, but you learn how to deal with it. You learn how to argue. You learn how to overcome this energy. And then you also learn how to build a better foundation for yourselves, for yourself. So look, I'm not the individual who believes that just because you made mistakes in your past, bam, it's over with. Your ass should suffer for the rest of your life. No, I just don't believe that. Get your together and you probably can attract that vibration. But if you stay at the same vibration, then you're going to continue to attract the same vibration. Now it's time to rise higher. Okay, rise higher, not lower. But I see you rising higher because you're walking away. Somebody's out. I'm walking away. Say it in the back. I'm walking away. I know you are. And you are also doing what? Being soft on yourself. Don't be so hard on yourself. Be gentle with yourself. That's the word I'm looking for more stuff. Be gentle with yourself. Okay? So like I said, I'm going to stay here for a little while for the person who want to get a personal reading with me or the people who wants to. I'm here and I am available if you want to support the channel that way. Capricorn, I was in energy for a while. I enjoyed that. I only enjoyed the fuckery that was in it, but I enjoyed the reading. Thanks to the one person that hit the like button. I don't want nobody else. Mama rolling that body, got every man in here wishing. Sipping on fucking rum. I'm like, so what? I'm drunk. It's the freaking weekend, baby. I'm about to have me some fun. That's my radio. When I back at the trunk. To the remix. We just thugging it down. I'm not trying to be rude. Happy to hear the feeling you. The way you do the things you do. Reminds me of mine that cool. So I don't know how to think it real. Trying to get a tail. You must be a football a coach. Give me that toot toot. Beep beep. I can fresh out the kitchen. Mama rolling that body, got everyone in there wishing. Sipping on fucking rum. I'm like, so what? I'm drunk. It's the freaking weekend, baby. I'm about to have me some fun. Pressing radios. Around and around. You're doing too much, and it's time for you to take a damn nap. And what's at the bottom of the deck? Not for you. This is for the messages. This is for the individuals that sit here, who have been sitting here. Follow me on each live all day long, baby. So you got yang, and you have time for a nap. Okay, not for you in reverse at the bottom of the deck. Mind yours. Okay, take action, which would be for a nap. You gotta take your nap. Time for you to go to sleep. Time for you to stop. And whatever it is that you're looking for, it's not for your ass. Okay? It's not for you. Fuck around, around. Boom, 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 boom. I see you waiting for it. I see you waiting for me. We just thugging it out. Thank you to the person that hit the like button. I'll be paying attention. You know I do. It's the little things that count. I did a message at the very beginning of this reading, and I am here right now waiting to see if anyone would like a personal reading with me, okay? Okay, Midnight, just give me one quick second, okay? You said you a Cap? Okay, that's cool. If you Cap, that's okay too. Oh, you saying you're a Capricorn? I'm about to say, I'm like, are we playing that game? Hold on, give me one second. All right, here I am. I'm back. Thank you again. And most important messages for midnight. It was this girl I grew up with, had a beautiful spirit. She was a dark skinned girl, right? And I let me tell y'all this, I am not like a colorist at all. I actually grew or always loved darker skin. And oh, don't be scared, babe. Don't be scared. But this girl, she had an absolutely amazing spirit. Me being young and male identified, the boys would call her Midnight and things like that. So I ended up calling her that as well. As I got older, I kind of felt so bad that I actually said things like that, said something like that to her. But like I said, an amazing spirit. She didn't hold it against me or anything like that. I just feel like I had to say that real quick. Most important messages for midnight, please and thank you. Most important messages for midnight. So this is your first time ever getting a personal reading? Or just the first time getting it with me? But with me, you shouldn't be scared at all. Here we go. Yes. Okay, cool. So we have the Two of Cups energy and we have the Knight of Coins. So yes, you have no need to be afraid. Ten of Wands energy at the bottom of the deck with the Nine of Coins. So this kind of like follows what I've been talking about today within the other readings or whatnot. I don't know exactly which sign I was talking about. So the Ten of Wands energy and this Nine of Coins at the bottom of the deck with the Seven of Swords behind it is giving me this energy of you wanted to become a better individual, right? You didn't really want to follow the crowd or whatnot. But in order to do that, you realize that you may have had to keep certain things about yourself on the low, right? So you feel like you couldn't divulge certain information about yourself and things like that because you might have felt misjudged. But let me tell you something about independence. You don't give a damn who judges you, okay? So the Two of Cups and this Knight of Coins coming out would be Source is going to pretty much what I'm not really looking for the word attract, but the individuals who are truly for you will gravitate towards you. The same way I was just sitting here waiting for the individuals, like, okay, eventually maybe someone will come and receive a reading with me. I just waited out. Source will guide those individuals towards you. And to be honest, I actually pray for that energy as well. Direct the right individuals towards me. So if you ever feel like you was like in some type of situation, you confused, you unsure, not really knowing what to do, first and foremost is pray. Even if I lose my keys, if I can't find my keys, look, Source, can you please guide me to where it is? So what's the Two of Cups energy? And yeah, what's the Two of Cups energy first? So we have the Four of Coins, holding on, holding back, maybe even saving and things like that. Yes, going to prayer for that as well. So I heard this, the word that I heard before even actually getting into the reading or whatnot, I heard the word tragic. And it may have something to do with you feeling heartbroken by this Sag. it's not coming out here as the main focus for me to talk about. If it does, I'll discuss it. But yes, higher feminine at the bottom of the deck, there's another card that will say, come to me first. Not me, but source, come to me first. Let me talk to you. Three of coins, and yes, work with me first. Especially when you feel betrayed with this 10 of swords energy, not knowing what the heck to do. 9 of wands energy, you just don't give up. Those type of situations, you will actually learn how to not give up. Learn how to continue to push through. Also, with this 4 of Cups energy and this 2 of Cups, you will learn to appreciate the individuals that are truly meant for you, where you have that soul connection to. I'm not talking about a soul type, but that soul connection to. So, being that the energy is shifting and changing and things like that, we're going into, I think, are we cementing into spring yet? I'm not sure, but new things has to blossom. So sometimes that old energy just needs to go. It just needs to go. I'm speaking of Sag. Not to say that the individual may not try to make amends with you or whatnot, but sometimes it's just, what is the saying? Different seasons for different reasons and things like that. What is the Knight of Coins? I don't think that's the saying specifically. I love this. The Wheel of Fortune energy. Things turning around completely for you. Now, it may be taking time. It may be taking some time for you, but things are turning around. Okay? Just learn how to continue to better connect with the individuals who are trying to connect to you, or you feel comfortable with, I would say, as well. Appreciate those relationships. Allow things to turn around. Take things slowly. Don't try to force this turnaround as well. The 8 of Wands energy at the bottom of the deck, and then we have the 10 of Cups. So this could also be a conversation about how you felt about this person, how this person truly made you feel. Absolutely nothing wrong with that. It's probably a reason for it. It's a reason why you're in that season at the moment. What's the Wheel of Fortune? Because maybe it's some things you have to recognize that you wasn't recognizing in the first place when things were just, sped up. So we have the 4 of Wands energy, and we also have the Ace of Wands energy. It looks like a beautiful relationship, or you're inspired to have an absolutely amazing relationship. But like, once again, you're going to have to take your time with that. Did I talk about this with you all, Capricorn? Make sure you go watch the video at the very beginning of this. I'm going to unlist this. Since I'm doing your personal, once I unlist it, I'm going to cut off your reading and repost the initial reading that I did for Capricorn, because yes, it's still possible. It goes back to chills all over my body. It's still possible. Yes, you may have had some toxic relationships. Yes, you may have felt like you fallen prey to some toxic individuals and things like that, but it's still possible. The thing is about getting over that. I was just telling another sign to not be so damn hard on themselves. That may have been Capricorn. I might have just been sitting in this energy here. Don't be so hard on yourself. Happens. Four of Cups, Six of Swords, six of Pentacles. So you hope for a balance. You hope for a balanced situation. But the thing is, you're going to have to heal from what was. You can't hold on so tightly to that. No problem. What is the Ace of Wands? And I'm going to have to give you some advice. 4 of Coins. No, excuse me. 8 of Coins, which is working. I already said the 4 of Coins. It's out here. But the 8 of Coins is clarified with the Ace of Wands, which is putting forth the effort, the energy, and putting in that work. The 5 of Coins is at the bottom of the deck. Recognizing the things that you don't have. This is about loving your flaws and all. Thank you, Source. Thank you for giving me that. And it's another song recently that came out. Angels. Hallie, she said something about your flaws. Though your flaws don't make you something. Flaws don't weigh you down. Angels make a way somehow. Because even when they fall on what? Clouds. Yeah. So knowing your worth, even if you have to go without something. I love it as well. Because black girl hair, black girl with the black girl hair. So what's the advice for Midnight Please and Thank You? The Fool card, new beginning. The new beginning is being ushered in, and it's time for you to step right into it. Don't be afraid of what you got to leave behind. Yes, you may feel away. It is what it is. But that's what happened with change. Which that's what happens with the change. Tower card at the bottom of the deck and the Lovers card, absolutely amazing. So the Five of Cups is behind the Lovers card, but I feel like this being at the bottom of the deck is probably the surprising moment of what happened between you and your person. But also the understanding that don't go into making bad decisions, don't go on to being hard on yourself, but overcoming that feeling. Yes, with confidence. Bam. Thank you, Source. So overcoming that feeling with confidence, and it probably tries to mess with your confidence a little bit when you start to come out of a relationship that may have hurt you. It probably starts to fuck with you a little bit there, but you got to overcome it with the confidence, knowing that you are beautiful, knowing your worth. So you can step into that brand new beginning. What's the Fool card? We're going to go ahead and just leave it alone. This shit feels so amazing to me. That's why I like to do the personals. I love to do the regular content reading, but I'm telling you, when I'm doing the personals, it actually feels even more amazing. So we have the Emperor card, clarifying the Fool card. This is masculine energy. Oh, okay. I'm not mad at this. The reason why I'm not mad at this is because I think you're really, your feminine energy is pretty healthy. I want to make sure, I'm going to clarify this Emperor card, but my initial thought is like, okay, she knows how to receive. She knows how to be receptive and open and being intuitive and things like that. The thing is that you have to, it's a thin line though with that. You don't want to be abused. So you know how to sit in that feminine energy, but you don't want to be abused. That comes in with the masculine energy becoming phantom. So the masculine learns to protect the feminine. And I see with this Emperor card here, clarifying this Fool card, I believe that Source kind of wants you to find to the masculine energy to protect that feminine within you, so you won't get used and abused. The Devil card at the bottom of the deck. Yes, it is you, but it's time for you to move towards your what? Karmic justice. The whole lot of things that you've been worried about here, and it's connected. Damn, you feel like you just couldn't be yourself. I don't like that. That's that energy of trying to beat somebody's confidence down. Like, I'm gonna say it again: flaws don't weigh you down. Yeah. And those type of stuff, the darkness, the heaviness, the stagnancy, whatever it is, all of that energy just go into like the things that you value about yourself. Yeah. So let's not just focus on him, but more so the energy that had to come across you for you to recognize certain things, okay? Because it was almost as if I would say, I hate to be that person, but sometimes we do have to accept the fact that we kind of attract certain things to us. And karmically speaking, we have to deal with certain things to level up. So you may have came across several individuals like this person, and this was the time where you was like, okay, I'm fed up. I'm fed the fuck up. Tired of this. What's this Emperor card? The World card, closing out a chapter, closing out a cycle. See the go on to closing out the chapter with this individual. This person was probably older than you, but I also feel like it goes back to when you fine tune that masculine, you learn how to close that chapter of what. Let's see, clarify the World card. They're probably dealing with immature individuals. So, oh shit, Source, come on now. I'm glad ain't nobody else here with me right now. You had a situation with your father. I'm not saying like he did something. No, it was a situation with your father. The way your father was showing up. It's something that the way your father was showing up, you were attracting this very individual. You can't keep trying to get him to show up. Okay, this is a therapy session. Sheesh. You can't try to get him. You don't try to force him to show up no fucking more. And I'm talking about your daddy. Your daddy, that and whatever man that comes across you that try to make you feel like you need to force him to show up, because that's not what the hell we supposed to be doing as women. They supposed to show up. Source to go got chills through all my whole body, baby. Yeah, no more of that. No more of that. So when I was just being told about your feminine energy, yeah, you just gonna have to balance. Period. You got to figure out how to get more so in balance of this energy, okay? Because you're very timid and soft. I get, And that's why Source wants you to bring in this masculine energy, say no, learning how to say no, because that's what the hell daddy should have taught you. Learning how to say no. And I'm not saying that he's the person. I'm not saying it. But it was some things that should have been taught that you're looking for within a masculine energy outside of him and outside of you that you shouldn't even have to demand for when it comes down to men. I'm so serious. And that's just the message that it needs to be out here, period, in the world, that women shouldn't have to demand an energy from an individual, a masculine energy, who should already have that instilled in him. But we have situations where people are coddling these masculine energies and they don't allow that energy to be harnessed within them. Hell yeah, I gotta cut this up so you could go back and watch this. I enjoyed that. Girl, you ever got to be afraid to get a reading with me? Now, I understand some creepy, crazy people out here, but yeah, you ain't got to worry about that. You ain't got to worry. So look, actually, what I'm going to do before I close this out and go into another sign, because I think I'm going to do one more before the night is over. Okay, feminine, goddess power. I'm going to pull a goddess power card for you. And this actually goes towards the other readings like the mini or whatnot, but I just want to do this. Most important message for midnight, please and thank you. Congratulations. I think you're going to like a graduation type of energy as well. Okay, ladies, now let's get information. Okay. Yeah, ladies got to get information. Here we go. Most important message for midnight, please and thank you. Hedda, alliance. I like that it came out in an upright. And then we have patterns at the bottom of the deck in the reverse. I'm going to read them both. I am so glad this dang card came out in the upright. Shoot. Here we go. The Greek goddess Hedda, wife of Zeus, knew intimately that positive alliances lead to great power. At this moment, you're magnetized to receive aid from people who have greater wisdom and can help you to the next level. Perhaps it's a mentor who appears or someone in the know, making connections with others, finding strategic partnerships making connections with others and finding strategic partnerships are favored right now as you explore the nature of becoming empowered by association. This works well if you have a healthy sense of self-worth and if you are able to learn without diminishing yourself in any way. Right now, Hedda is supporting you to form beneficial alliances for the greater good of all. When called to action or faced with a decision as how does this benefit me and how can I serve the highest good as a result of this connection? You may also be called to give another or give help to another who needs your mentorship. Give freely, for only good will come of it. This is a wonderful time for all manner of connection and collaboration. I was just talking about the connection at the very beginning of it. And still being able to connect with others. Because I definitely understand that where you become so hurt that you don't, dang, I said everything. Well, you just don't want to open up to people because you can't trust. But let me say, personally, my life source been kind of like pushing me out there. Like, I need you to trust me. I need you to kind of trust other people to a certain extent. At least trust to have a conversation, because I'm that fucked up. I ain't even gonna lie to you. If it ain't with y'all, well, love, don't talk to me. But I was told I was that way since I was a baby. So I just got to try to break that. Here we go, number 12 in reverse. So talking about the patterns, but familiar patterns show up when you fall asleep at the wheel of your life or when you expect things to be a certain way out of habit. Whether conditions are recurring for you right now, you are being invited to see them as an opportunity to move beyond the limits of your expected disappointment or habitual behavior. If you do what you have always done, then you can expect the same patterns to continue. If you don't want to repeat a lesson or find yourself back on the same path with the same people, same conditions and results, then you must choose to think, do, and be differently. The goddess known as Ellen of the Ways offered this alignment task. Make a commitment to change your way and choose to allow for new paths to be explored. It's time to take a look at your need to always wonder if the other shoe would drop and how you remain in familiar territory, although you aren't content. I like this. Ellen will show you the way out. You just need to want to follow. I enjoyed the whole thing from the beginning to the end. For me, just starting off with a random messages to you coming in to doing that, and then come closing out with the oracle cards. That was dope. And I was just talking about me just being closed off to people. So look, y'all hear me saying it, I'm trying to open up a little bit more on my personal side of life. It's easy to talk to y'all, talk shit on this internet, which is crazy. Some people, at first, I was nervous when it came down to the internet or whatnot, but I think I'm more nervous with people on the damn streets. No problem, girl. They're kind of get like overwhelmed, like, oh my gosh, tense up and shit like that. Like, oh, too much attention. Hold on. Shit, I wonder why I ain't getting so many views on live here. I probably wasn't ready for all that attention yet. Or again, because it was there. But live is different when you have hundreds and thousands of people on your channel at the same time. Yeah. I don't have no choice but to be me. I don't know how to be anybody else, girl. I felt like me being me almost kept me in isolation. So but whatever, I couldn't change it. And then that was coming in my messages as well, where don't start to try to contort yourself to fit in with with what everyone else is doing, with society, those standards and things like that. So it was just telling me, don't do that. You ain't got to do that. A lot of people, I feel like in this world, feel like they're suffering because they want to be individuals. They want to think for themselves. They want to do for themselves. They don't want to follow the crowd. I get that. I'm gonna get off. This is what came to me. That's why we have those emu people. They don't want to follow the crowd. Give me 1 second. Hold on, y'all. Yeah, the emo people, they don't want to fit in at all. They don't mind looking crazy. Shit. All right, I gotta run downstairs. No problem. I'm going to actually get off here myself. Make sure you have a wonderful night, okay? And I really appreciate you, and I pray that you have a blessed and amazing weekend, because we're going towards the weekend now, girl. But I'll see you later, and see whoever else later as well. I'm going to pop up into another reading. If you all want to watch the video that I did from the jump, thank you. From the jump, just go to the beginning, and then yeah, I'll be on another live if you still want to personal. See ya.